And it's getting thick. Hey, everybody, this is Charles Kuck and
Dustin Baxter.
Great to be with you guys today. Hoy día vamos a hablar en inglés y en español para que todos puedan participar. So today we're going to be speaking in English and Spanish only because so much is going on. It's like, listen, it's like being on the crazy train. Come on, el ferrocarril loco is what we got here. So Dustin, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. This is the best I felt in a long time. How about you?
And today was a great day to be an American. Hoy día ha sido un día excelente de be un norteamericano. It's great to be here, everybody, and we're grateful that you're here. Hopefully you had a chance to watch the inauguration. It was moving. It was powerful. It was exactly what I needed to get my feet back under me and go forward. But Dustin, lest we forget, does this stop the fight?
No, it's not over. It's just beginning.
That's exactly right. Este es el principio de la lucha. Ya no estamos luchando necesariamente contra la administración, pero vamos a hablar de esto. Pero además estamos luchando contra la ley y cambiándolo. You know, it's not that we're fighting the administration anymore, although we're still fighting the administration. It's just a different administration, but the fight's still the same. But it's the law. It's the fight to change the law. Dustin, there was some big news last night. Noticias anoche. ¿Qué pasó con Trumpazo? What happened with Trump?
Por alguna razón, no sé si de repente tomó unos medicamentos el Trump y decidió hacer algo bueno para la gente, pero él anunció saliéndose de la puerta que iba a dar algo que se llama Deferred Enforced Departure para todos los venezolanos. De repente dijo, ¿sabe qué? Si usted es de Venezuela y se encuentra dentro de los Estados Unidos, le bendecimos con un permiso de trabajo. No importa si tiene estatus legal o no, ya le vamos a dar un permiso de trabajo. Es algo que la verdad deben de haber hecho desde hace mucho, porque Venezuela ha sido un país que está sufriendo por algunas cosas horribles. Debían de haber dado el TPS hace mucho, pero por alguna razón, por X razón, quién sabe por qué, lo hizo. Trump anunció anoche, saliéndose de la Casa Blanca, que iba a dar TPS o una forma de TPS, no es TPS, pero es DED a los venezolanos. Fue algo que no esperábamos, nadie esperaba.
Well, okay, so last night, Trump signed at 9:30, by the way, with no announcement, just popped it on the website, that people from Venezuela who were in the U.S. as of tomorrow or today, not yesterday, but today. So if your plane landed today, hey, if you get a flight from Venezuela, come now. If you get here today, we will give you a work permit for 18 months while we figure out what to do with you. Now, you still have to file for asylum. DED is kind of like the redheaded stepchild of TPS. TPS is a formal status, at least in some circuits. It should be everywhere, and gives you benefits. This also gives you a work permit and a travel document. You apply for the travel document. The thing with DED is there's no application process. TPS, you had to prove blah, 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 blah. There's no application process. It's just a work permit. Now, Dustin, can we apply today for DED for Venezuela?
No, there was no planning. There was no foresight on this. This was just something that just appeared out of thin air. So there's no process yet to apply for DED. I'm guessing that USCIS didn't even know this was coming. There's nothing on the USCIS website. Nobody knew this was happening except for Trump, and he just happened to be in a good mood, or I don't know if he was running out of things to text, or he can't tweet anymore, so he just thought, I'm going to put something up on the the White House webpage. It just appeared out of thin air. There's no process. There's no guidance. There's nothing on this yet.
There's nothing. So don't pay anybody. No hay que pagar a nadie. No puede aplicar ahorita. No hay nada para hacer. Simplemente confía. De veras, no vayas al notario. No hay nada para hacer. There's nothing you can do right now. Just wait. Espere. Porque Trump ni habló con UCES. Ellos ni sabían. Ellos tienen que reprogramar sus computadoras. Tienen que hacer muchas cosas antes de permitir aplicaciones bajo este proceso. Entonces, por ahorita, tranquílese. Okay, tranquilízate. Okay, Dustin, the next thing that has come up is the Biden immigration plan. And I want to talk about that because the Biden immigration plan actually is really good. Este plan que propuso Biden es una propuesta que va a ser introducido en el Senado. It's a bill that's going to be introduced. It's in bill language. It's ready to go forward. It's ready for debate in the Senate and the House. What's in it? Dustin, everything in this bill is something you and I have talked about fixing for the last decade.
Yep.
En esta propuesta son cosas de que hemos hablado por los últimos 10 años, para mí 25 años de cambiar. The first thing in this bill es que elimina los bars, las prohibiciones de 3 y 10 años.
Los castigos de 3 y 10 años.
So the 3 and 10-year bars and the permanent bar. Y la prohibición permanente que está prohibiendo mucha gente de arreglar ahorita. Tirado. Now, otra vez, es una propuesta. No es un cambio en la ley. It's a bill. There is no law. The law has not changed. So only Congress can change this. But this is something that will be good. The other important thing is limiting the authority of the president to put bans in place. So he couldn't do a Muslim ban. He couldn't do a Muslim ban. He can't do travel bans unless Congress agrees to it.
Yeah.
Es la prohibición de hacer los castigos, las prohibiciones de viajar, los demulsement. Eso va a ser limitado. La otra cosa que es muy importante es de proteger niños que lleguen a 21 años de perder su status. So one very important thing that this bill would do is protect aging out children. So if you were an H-4 child of an H-1B worker and your visa, you're turning 21, you'd have to leave the country or change your status. This fixes that problem. It prevents the aging out of children. So that's a really, really important thing. Now, Dustin, there's a lot of other things here that are vitally important. En la categoría de familia, de inmigración, in the family-based immigration category, hay esperas de décadas. Esperas de décadas. Van a eliminar las líneas casi de inmediato.
Sí, eso es algo muy importante porque acuérdense que en el año 2001 había una ley que se llama 245I, donde un montón de personas archivaron aplicaciones para sus parientes, para sus empleados. Y por ejemplo, si usted es de México, las fechas en muchas categorías no han avanzado, por lo mismo de que hay tanta gente esperando ahorita para que llegue la fecha de 2001 para sacar la residencia, que ni ha avanzado y los hermanos de ciudadanos y los hijos más grandes de 21 años de ciudadanos ni están más cerca hoy que estaban hace 5 años a sacar la residencia. Entonces lo que va a hacer esa propuesta es hacer que todo lo que están esperando en la fila, en la cola, como decimos en México, ya no van a tener que esperar más tiempo. Ya de repente van a tener visas disponibles donde pueden sacar la residencia casi de inmediato.
So what this bill does, for family wait times, which are 20 to 30 years for Mexicans especially and Filipinos, is eliminate the backlog by recapturing numbers, perhaps not counting wives, spouses, and children. But more importantly, tal vez más importante, de permitir los que están esperando de entrar a los Estados Unidos con visas. So this bill would also allow family members to come on non-immigrant visas to the U.S. to wait here. This is now, I don't know if again, a proposal, but it fixes the problem. It gets families together. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, Dustin, this bill also goes to employment-based immigration. They're Indian nationals, Chinese nationals, waiting long periods of time, 100 years for Indians. I get it. I know people don't think I get it, but I get it. I mean, I don't want that either. This bill clears the backlog. One, it does get rid of per country limits, but it does it without harming other countries. Okay? So,
which is everything you said from the beginning that needs to happen.
Yeah, it's exactly what we knew wouldn't happen with this other bill. This fixes that. Okay? So we recapture numbers. We don't count spouses and children. We prevent children from aging out of the system, so they don't have to worry about losing their green card if they turn 21. One thing it does is it creates the Utah visa. The Utah visa is an idea created back about 10 years ago to give states the ability to use their own immigration system. So I don't know what that is, Dustin. I don't think that's me. It gives people the right, a state like Georgia say, we need 10,000 visas to do this. Okay, you got them. So it's a very unique state-based solution, which could be, I mean, it would be great. So there's lots of good things. And also automatic green cards. If you get a PhD from a U.S. school, boom, automatic. So it also gives incentives for high-skilled, higher wages immigration. It's a really good plan.
So Chuck, all these things make a lot of sense. I mean, why weren't these done before? I mean, this is common sense stuff.
Because there is a group of people in the Senate and the House that had power that refused to have a vote on this issue. The thing is, there will now be votes on these issues. And these votes, this bill will pass the Senate with the House without a problem because every Democrat's going to go for it and a good number of Republicans vote for the bill. The question is, how many people in the Senate, cuántas personas en el Senado van a votar por eso? Porque necesitan técnicamente 60 votos. Hay 10 republicanos que votarán por esta propuesta. Y yo creo que hay 10. Now, tendrán que cambiar algunas cosas, pero hay opciones aquí. Now, the other parts of this bill, Dustin, actually, besides recapturing visas, eliminating all this other stuff, it also gives work permits to dependents, spouses, and children of H-1Bs, which is a big fight right now for H-4s. It also increases diversity visas. Las visas de diversidad se crezcan de 55,000 a 80,000. Un excelente número. Están hablando también de aumentar el número de visas de empleo que entran a los Estados Unidos. Además, están hablando de mejorando los cortes de inmigración por dar a los jueces la discreción que fue quitado de ellos en 1996. También arreglando partes del sistema de asilo. The other part of this bill that I think is very important is it gives back to immigration judges the authority, the discretion that they lost in 1996. That took away from them being real judges because they don't really help people. They can't exercise discretion. What they could do was so limited that basically it was a rubber stamp job. This gives that back. The bill also does lots of other fun stuff. There's going to be free representation in court for minors in immigration court. There's just lots of good things here that eliminating the 1 year, vamos a eliminar el un año de pedir por asilo, eliminating the 1 year bar on asylum, increasing U visas, aumentando visas de 10,000 a 30,000 cada año. Esto eliminaría la línea en 5 años en vez de 16 años. Y también eliminando el empuje, getting rid of the push factor, mandando asistencia a El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras para reducir corrupción, violencia, pobreza en sus países que causan que vengan aquí. So we're going to work on the push factors, something that Obama had done very effectively until Trump literally canceled the programs, literally canceled them. So there's really good stuff here. They're also going to be giving money to border towns and lots of other stuff like that, and focusing on ports of entry where 90% of the illegal drugs come in. One thing that's not in this bill is getting rid of immigration detention, which honestly shouldn't exist. Honestly, there shouldn't be immigration detention. If somebody's so terrible, ICE should just have the ability to work with local states and cities to detain people there that have to be detained mandatorily because of certain types of terrible offenses. So this bill fixes a lot of things. There's things in it that still needs to be fixed. That's part of this. Y por supuesto, Dustin, casi olvidé. La vía adelante a la residencia por los indocumentados. 11 millones de gente pueden aplicar por la residencia condicional por 5 años. Por los 5 años tienen que pagar sus impuestos, pasar sus chequeos de seguridad, aprender inglés y cívica. De ahí, después de 5 años, van a ser registrados como residentes permanentes por 3 años y después de 3 años pueden aplicar por la ciudadanía. Y Dustin, una de las cosas que a mí me da mucho gozo es cambiando la palabra alien a la palabra no ciudadano. Mm-hmm. One of the things I really love about this bill, besides the fact that there will be a real legalization program, unless you're a terrible person, you're going to get a work card and a conditional status for 5 years, pay your taxes for 5 years, pass the security checks, learn a little English, learn civics, and then after 5 years, you get a 3-year more green card, a real green card, and then you can apply for citizenship if you want. But perhaps I think the one thing that really brings it all home, and this may seem minor to a lot of people, is changing the word alien, which in our immigration law means somebody who's not a citizen, but has come to have very negative connotations and really an insult to the word non-citizen. This bill doesn't have everything, but it's got a lot of things.
It humanizes, humanitizes people, right?
Yep.
It brings people out of the shadows. It shows humanity, and it makes us understand and view the situation for what it is, a situation involving human beings, people who are just trying to look for better lives and to try and do the right things the right way. And I think this is going to give a lot of hope to a lot of people.
Well, we only got one angry face today. I don't know who Gertrude Rose is or why.
I already blocked her. She was saying some junk about not wanting dark-skinned people in the country. And
really?
Yes. So hope she has a lot of friends that are aware of what kind of a terrible person she is.
Well, that's there's always going to be. It's probably a made-up person because nobody's name is Gertrude Rose. Let's see. We got Hussein from Florida. His name is not Florida, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Maybe it is Florida. Hussein lives in Florida. Thank you. You're welcome for standing up for DV 2020. Hussein, we're going to keep doing this. We're going to keep fighting for 2020 DV 2020 people we're going to try to get not only the 9095, but we want to get all of the visas. We're going to keep fighting that. We're not charging for that. It's something that's very important to us, and we're doing what we can. The judge yesterday was a status conference, right? He wants to cut the baby a little, and I get it, but we won't stop fighting. Keep in mind, he's also on appeal right now on the ban. They had that argument. I think they're going to win that argument, and then the ban's gone. So Dustin, we also have argument on Friday on the ban as it applies to family-based, employment-based, DV 2020 and DV 2021. That argument I'm doing on Friday. We'll send stuff around on Facebook and on the Twitter machine if you want to listen into that. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking.
So your Twitter wasn't blocked, Chuck?
Trump did not get my Twitter blocked. So I'm still trying to find out who this Gertrude Rose is. This is very interesting. Oh wow, she's a door greeter at Walmart. I mean, I don't know. That's what it says. There's actually lots of Gertrude Roses. My guess is most of them are fake. Ashraf, congratulations. Some say President signed 17 executive orders allowing immigrants to enter. Oh my God, Mina, where do you get this stuff? No.
This is just another example of why people need to be extra careful and get your information from good, reliable sources, because you're going to have a lot of people out there, notarios and other people who want to take advantage of people who think that everything changed the second Biden walked through the door of the White House. And there's a lot of stuff out there that's just not true. You need to be patient, let things develop, and don't go to somebody who's not reputable just because they give you the answer you want when you want it.
Now, I will tell you one cool thing. You can, under the Trump administration, you could track his executive orders, and that's how he followed it last night on the Twitter page. There is a new one of the first things that Trump did when he became president is he took the Spanish page off of the White House website. Ya el sitio de web de la Casa Blanca está en español. It's back. So
all my friends that are here.
Oh, I don't know. He's done talking.
You've done for me.
I'm going to stop Biden from speaking here. Sorry about that. But these executive orders today, let's talk about them. all right, on immigration. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first one fortifies DACA. La primera, hay 5 órdenes ejecutivos. La primera fortaleció a DACA. The second one reverses the Trump administration Muslim ban. Gone. The Muslim ban is gone. Congratulations, everybody. If you've got your visas, you can now book your flights to America, except for the COVID ban, which is still in place. So if you're not subject to the COVID ban, you can come. Se reverse la prohibición de entrar por los musulmanes. The third one is it undoes Trump's expansion of immigration enforcement in the United States. La tercera termina la expansión de enforcamiento de ICE y CBP adentro de los Estados Unidos. O sea, la ley permitía a la administración en 96 de preguntar a cualquier persona y muéstrame sus papeles. Pero nunca fue hecho esto hasta Trump. Ya no pueden pedirte por sus papeles si no están dentro de las 100 millas de la frontera. So the show me your papers rule that Trump put into place, gone. I don't think ICE did a lot with that, but that's gone. Yeah. Terminó la construcción del muro. He ended the wall ban. And for the people from Liberia, you have an extension of DED, frozen deportation, until June 2022. But every Liberian should be applying for a green card. So there you go.
Should have applied before December. Yeah.
No, that was extended.
Well, but they should have done
the virus bill for another 2 years.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's the stuff that happened today. Mina, nothing else. Mina, do not believe the stuff you read on the internet machine unless it comes from this mouth or that mouth. There we go. There we go. I get him backward because it's a mirror. Hola, Chucky, Dustin. Inauguration was amazing. Yes, Kathy, it was. I mean, it was joy. People in our office clapping, yelling, tears. we needed this. This is something that we needed. All right. We hope, don't forget people which didn't get visas in September. Yeah, Syed. I see Dustin. I would have forgotten if he hadn't put that up, right?
I
would have forgotten. Yeah, because I forget like that.
Yeah.
Come on, people. You know me by now. We hope to remove travel ban. Yes, we do. Buenas tardes, abogados. Saludos. Iris, felicitaciones. Lisette Rosales. Hey, guys, do you think DV20 will be extended to 80,000? Oh, no. No, the DV 2021 likely will not be. Sorry. I don't think so. Saludos, abogados, el otro día. ¿De qué será nosotros? Ángela, usted sabe lo que será lo que ganamos en los cortes. What do you think of the hearing with Meta yesterday? I put my thoughts up on the Twitter machine yesterday, Tal. I thought we did a good job. I thought the purpose was served. We let the judge know what we would be asking for. We put it top of mind. We're making him think about his order. I think he forgot one of his orders. That's why we reminded him of that. We'll be asking the government for that data, and then we'll go from there. All right. I see you're finding individual mandamus with the same price as the group mandamus. No, Christy, the individual mandamuses would not be the same price because they're much more difficult one-on-one. But Christy, you're welcome to call. In fact, Dustin, we are doing free consults right now, right?
We are. Call 404-816-8611. You can have a free 15-minute phone consultation. And believe me, 15 minutes is long enough. We talk fast.
Yeah. We're really good at this. We're really good at this. Now, if you want longer, more than happy to do it. It's just cost, right? So, because it's more of our time. But we'll do it in person. We'll do it by Zoom. We'll do it by WhatsApp. We'll do it by Skype. We'll do it by smoke signal, whatever.
Our goal is simply to help as many people as we possibly can. Now that things are shifting and people have things that they can do to advance their cases.
Yep. All right. So that's Edith. Let's see. Hussein Biden. I love Hussein. That guy is more American than anybody I know. Do you think Biden will let K-1 visa holders in? Well, it's not. Mela, keep in mind, it's not. Yeah, you got scheduled because you were smart and joined our lawsuit. Thank you, Mela. And Frankfurt, just so you know, has been exceptionally helpful from the beginning of us winning the first suit. there are people in Frankfurt that clearly hate this ban, and they're going to bend over backwards to help you. So congratulations. You're asking, is the Schengen ban going to be lifted? That's really the question. And I think it will be. I think the Schengen ban will be lifted, but I just don't know when. It's not today because they have to get their feet under them. They've been doing this before, but we already have the mandatory COVID test before entry. I would guess they're going to mandate a vaccine before entry. Honestly, if it was me, that's what I would do. And so negative COVID test, negative vaccine, get your vaccine, both doses if necessary, and then you can come in. I think that's why we've said, Dustin, from the beginning, these bans will probably be gone we may win the case. I mean, I think we're going to win either the Gomez case on appeal or this Enunciado case. I still feel very confident about that. But I think they're going to be gone by the beginning parts of February. Yeah, that's my deal. So anyway, congratulations, Mela, and congratulations to your fiance. That's awesome. What about DV 2020? I'm from Venezuela. Well, we already talked about that, Martin. Hablamos de los que de Venezuela. If you've got the visa, you got to wait till we win the lawsuit. All right. If you don't have the visa yet, we got to hopefully get all the visas. If not, get you in the 1995. We don't have the details on that yet. We've got Martina. Martina always see today. America's back. Yes. Woo. We got Macedonia rooting for us, Dustin.
That's right.
Man, if you got Macedonia with you, you got the world. I don't know what this means, but ayuda en el cahidir. That's all I got, Dustin. ¿Cómo puedo hacer una cita con ustedes? ¡Oh! Eso es fácil. Las citas gratis ahorita de 15 minutos por teléfono. Rápido, sacamos su información. Y si necesitamos más tiempo, lo haremos, pero que los 15 minutos. Pero si quiere sentar en persona o hacerlo por video, llama por una consulta pagada. Pero lo gratis, llama aquí y te ayudaremos. ¿Okay? Y tal vez si hay muchos de ustedes que vendrán, Dustin afeitará su barbita. I don't see any evil either anyway. I think that's what that means, right? Angela, abogado, saludos. Digo algo de la lotería de 2020. Ya hice esto. How can I make an appointment with you guys? Oh, Genesis, come on. You were paying attention right here. This is how you do it. Right there. All right. We've got, let's see. I don't know who Sahar Atya is. Maybe it's a friend. Guys, what happened on Milligan yesterday? We were all patiently here from our respective consulates. Well, Sarah, if you got an email, you should have got the email from Greg that gave you the update about what happened yesterday. They just followed that up with Greg. We put that information out there. Everybody's a plaintiff now. They didn't like the fact that we had everybody email. We're getting the list of everybody. But I don't have any problem with you emailing. I even gave you the sample email. So again, Sarah, congratulations on being a smart plaintiff in that. Good afternoon, Will. Yes, I think it will be, but I just don't know when. I'm going to invite you soon. How much would it cost? Christy, we never, ever talk about money on a Facebook Live because everybody's case is different. So Kirsty, just call and we'll do an appointment. All right. Simon. Oh, Bert Simon. Aspect of boy last minute. He had anything good as when we woke up yesterday. Yes, that's true. Here, Simon, do you want to know why I think Trump did this for Venezuelans? Where's Trump going now? Where is he? He's in Florida, right? There is the rumor that his daughter, believe it or not, who's wildly unqualified for this job, wants to run for the U.S. Senate. Of course, there's no qualification to run for the U.S. Senate. That's obvious. So she'd run in Florida. Well, the Cubans already love Trump. So I think he figured, hey, let's give Venezuelans a bone. And they'll love Ivanka. This is all political. This is all politics. I don't have any doubt about that. Let's see. New plan. Sounds awesome. I agree. It could be really good. Charles, we're waiting for the 25 judgment. I'm waiting too, Silva, but final judgment is months away. 80,000 again. Simon going to be able to retire, but it seems not. Simon, you're not retiring, man. You're going to be at this. You are the primary source. If you want information on the DV lottery, Google Simon Britton or Brit Simon on Twitter or YouTube. You got a great YouTube channel. By the way, we have a great YouTube channel, Dustin.
We do.
We do. And that's at Kuck Baxter Immigration. And I just spilled some water here, so forgive me for jumping out of the way. But yeah, go there. He's got great information on the lottery. You should definitely follow him on the Twitter machine as well. And also give him a subscribe on the YouTube. Thank you, Brenda. Done my doctor with, Elizabeth's awesome. They're just awesome. Thank you.
You got the dream team there, Elizabeth and Raymond.
They don't get any better than Elizabeth and Raymond, I have to tell you. Let's see. At 5:15, Biden will be signing executive orders. We hope to. Well, I don't think so, Hussein. That's not on the agenda. But maybe the agenda changes. But if he calls me, I will make sure I put the news out. Adriana Corona, mi esposo tuvo un DUI en 2004. Él arregló todo e hizo todo como el juez le dijo. Y cuando dieron las licencias de conducir en California, él pudo agarrar su licencia. Y me pregunta si es en caso de una reforma que todavía se le va a poder. Adriana, no creo que habrá ningún problema con esto. De hecho, una de las propuestas es, Dustin, no sé si sabes esto, es si usted fue deportado durante el tiempo de Trump y antes de ser deportado, tenía 3 años aquí, puedes regresar con la amnistía. Wow. Talk about un dedo en el ojo de trompazo. Yeah. What would be better if Obama deported you? That would be better. They've got some guts to do it. I just mentioned in Spanish, one of the proposals that Biden has put forward is if you got deported while Trump was president, and before you were deported, you had 3 years here and you have family here, you can come back. Yeah. Crazy, right? Yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Zolita Estrada, mi mamá vino de Colombia con una visa de trabajo hace 19 años. Yo nací en este país, puedo pedir a mi mamá. Sí, no tiene que salir.
No. Fácil le podemos ayudar con esto.
So Zolita's mom came here with a visa 19 years ago. Zolita will be 21, presumably in a couple of years. As a U.S. citizen, she can sponsor mom. Mom doesn't have to leave. That's just awesome. Congratulations. And call us to help you, no matter where you are in America. Maggie? No, what about 35,000 DV 2020? When we're going to recover them? I don't know. That's not my call. It's my fight, but it's not my call. And Dustin, how are my powers of prophecy? How good am I at that?
I'd say you're maybe 50-50.
Yeah, so I don't know. You're welcome, Kasoon. It's great to work for everybody. We love doing this stuff. Somos preguntando por el lote de divisas. ¿Puedo explicar algo en español? Ójala, yo expliqué todo en español. ¿No estaba escuchando? Tuvimos audiencia ayer con el juez, simplemente dándole recordar que el gobierno no hizo lo que tuvo que hacer por su orden y que el juez tiene que reconsiderar rehaciendo las visas que fueron dados y vamos a seguir adelante. Ya hoy día el gobierno puso su moción de terminar el caso y mañana, en 2 semanas, pondremos nuestra respuesta. Let's see. Thank you, Mr. Kuck. And Mr. Baxter, I have a question. The decision Biden will sign today is the travel ban. No, he's not going to sign that today, Ben. Oh, here we go, Dustin. Look, if you elect me president, I only need to be president for a day. There's just some people I want to fire. Let's see. We've got Kuck back. Oh, that's us. What about DACA? Jacqueline, go back to the very beginning of the video where we talk about DACA. Still believe No, I didn't say that. No, I never believed that. If you followed me, you know I've always said sometime in February. It won't help anybody that are bans, Corey. Not yet. Any response from the government lawyers as to why Montreal hasn't moved the original plaintiffs? Yeah, actually, you're probably two of the last 5 people, Gus. And no, they haven't been, and they're not working on our stuff this week. You have to understand, a lot of the senior lawyers at Justice left. I mean, they're Trump appointees, so they're gone. So these guys have been temporarily promoted, and they'll be back on Thursday, Friday, next Monday. So we'll have more word on that, and we'll go from there. Your mother-in-law was an official plaintiff. It doesn't show she's in the motion. Well, we'll get over it again. We'll be getting that on there. Don't worry about the country known. That list, by the way, that list was prepared by the government, not us. So we're getting that information to them, don't worry. Celi Soto, buenas tardes. Los que entramos en noviembre de 2020 bajo permiso esta, nacidos en Venezuela, viniendo de Venezuela, entramos acá de... Sí, Celi. ¿Puede aplicar?
Pero tiene que estar seguro que vino de Venezuela. Usted dice que entró con esta, que quiere decir que tiene ciudadanía en otro país.
España probablemente, o Italia, uno de los dos.
Sí, pero si viene de España o Italia, no puede aplicar. Porque lo que anunciaron es que tiene que venir de Venezuela para poder aplicar.
¿Dice este orden venir? ¿Dice el orden de trompazo de venir, Dustin? Tenemos que mirar al orden.
From residing in Venezuela.
Oh, si ella fue residiendo en Venezuela, pero vino con su pasaporte de España o Italia,
Está bien.
ella puede hacerlo.
Yeah.
Okay? Ella puede hacerlo. Yo voy a... Dustin, ¿tú puedes leer las preguntas?
Sí, está bien.
Tenemos suba. Voy a buscar este orden porque quiero leerlo.
Okay, we're gonna skip over all the DV cases. We already talked about enough about the DV. So if I skip your case, it's not because I don't like you, it's just because you've already answered these questions. Okay, more DV cases, more DV questions. Everything's DV. Here's a nice letter to you, Chuck. Mr. Charles, I'm touched. Your great humanity. You're helping many people. You're a truly human being. Please help the winners of the 2020 lottery. The remaining files are in KCC. Please do something for them, because their dream is slowly dying.
We're doing what we can, my friend. Yes, Dustin, the order says this. Yo he determinado que es en el interés de la política extranjera de los Estados Unidos de deferir la remoción de cualquier nacional de Venezuela, o sea que tiene pasaporte venezolano, o un otro persona sin nacionalidad quien residió últimamente en Venezuela. Y entonces no tiene que venir de Venezuela, sino que tiene que ser nacional de Venezuela. Entonces, ya está bien. Y que lleguen hoy día. Entonces, si estás ahorita en Colombia, saca el avión para llegar esta noche y será protegido.
Sí. ¿No? Fabio tiene otra idea. Usted como presidente, yo como vicepresidente.
All right, let's see what other questions we got here, Dustin. Hey, there you go. Dustin for vice president. There you go, vicepresidente.
All right, I'll be the Sancho Panza to your...
I need somebody to go to funerals. The U visa, Jessica, la visa U, todavía, Dustin, 5 años. Están trabajando los casos de abril de 2016.
Sí.
La esperanza es que Biden apuntarán un nuevo jefe de inmigración que tiene un buen historia y es buen funcionario que está interesado en arreglar este daño que ha hecho en la agencia. Pero 5 años es una eternidad para para esperar por un permiso de trabajo. Una de las propuestas que estamos empujando con nuestro grupo, con Biden, es que dan permisos después de 1 año a lo máximo, preferiblemente 90 días, como lo hacen en casos de VAWA, etcétera, mientras que lo adjudiquen por tener casos de buena fe. Y además, la propuesta aumenta el número de visas y para espera de 5 años en total a la visa. Here he goes. I wanted this one. The Venezuelan who's not even is illegal. Can he be? Yes, guilty. Yes.
Yep.
Any Venezuelan in any status.
Even if you had a deportation order, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Aún con orden de deportación. What can we anticipate happen in immigration detention centers? Well, first of all, remain in Mexico is going to go away. That will probably take about a month, unfortunately, because they have to re-ramp up the asylum function at immigration and stop allowing CBP idiots that do these interviews. Sorry, guys, but come on. You shouldn't be doing these interviews. You know it. I know it. Detention centers, no word on that yet. Biden, clearly Obama was in the process of getting rid of immigration detention centers. That's a hard lift in Congress to get the law changed because these guys give so much money to congressmen. But at the same time, I would suspect that within a year, immigration detention centers will be a lot smaller than they are today. and that the policy on release will be much broader than it's ever been. That's what I think, Dustin.
Yeah, it'll be reserved for people who have aggravated felonies and prior deportation orders, very serious cases. It won't be for no license. It won't be
that kind of stuff. It won't be. It'll be even broader than it's been during COVID. Jacqueline, ya hablamos de DACA en el principio del video. We still have to fight for continuity. Because I agree. Preach it. Hey, Dustin, you know what's behind me? That's the choir. Who's preaching
to the choir?
All right, preaching to the choir. Tengo DACA y tuve una cita con el abogado para hacer el perdón y salir. Todavía lo tenemos que hacer. Well, Erika, la cosa es como dije cuando reunimos, no sabemos. Una buena idea, en mi opinión, es de seguir adelante con el permiso de viajar, porque si tiene DACA, porque no sabemos si va a pasar la propuesta de Biden. Pero si y estamos 5 meses para hacerlo, pues hágalo. Pero de ahí no empezamos ninguna otra parte hasta que veamos lo que hace con la propuesta. Okay? Oh, okay. A whole bunch more just popped up.
I just lost my place completely now.
Yeah, man, that just whole bunch more popped up here. Let's see if I can go back here. Okay, Oseli, by the way, came from Colombia. That's fine. Doesn't matter. You're okay. ¿Qué pasa si fue deportado en el tiempo? ¿Qué pasa si fue deportado en el tiempo de Trump y regresó para... Miren, si la propuesta pase, usted podría pedir la residencia. Es lo que dice la propuesta. Pero no es ley. Otra vez, no hay una ley, no hay un cambio, no hay nadie para pagar, no hay nada para mandar. Junte sus papeles, sus actas de nacimiento, sus decretos de divorcio, sus impuestos, su evidencia de estar aquí. Póngalo junto y esperar. Okay? When will the bill be out? Amar, the bill will be out today, is what I understand. It'll be out today. If the new bill passes, how many years will it take for the green card backlogs and EB category become current? Amar, I don't know exactly, but looking at the language of the bill and the numbers they're recapturing and the reassignation of not counting spouses and children, my guess is probably about 2 to 3 years. Bam, just like that. Okay.
You're gonna have to hire a lot more people at USCIS, though.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, by the way, we do have the odds ever in our favor.
Awesome.
The odds ever be in your favor. Thank you very much. Let's see here, Dustin. What's in the bill for employment-based green cards? We talked about that, Hassan, a little earlier. I'll just reiterate, is no longer counting spouse and children, recapturing about probably a couple 100,000 visas that weren't issued over the last 20 years, and also not counting certain types of immigrants against the cap. So all that means that we wipe the cap out probably in 2 to 3, maybe 4 years at the most. So that's a pretty good thing. Okay. Tengo 16 años aquí, entré ilegal con visa de turista, podré arreglar. Si pase la ley, sí. Si pase la ley. Okay. ¿Qué más aquí? I can't even figure out where we left off, Dustin.
I can't either. It jumped forward so much that...
Man, there's just so many questions here. Lo siento si no llegamos a su pregunta. Okay, I just found it. ¿Qué pasa los venezolanos con doble nacionalidad? Sí, aplicarán por la DED. No hay limitación allá, okay? I'm based in the UK. How can I make a call to discuss individual cases? You can literally just use your phone.
Not your fingers, but an actual phone.
Dustin, do you want to put up that phone number again?
Yep. Our phone number is 404-816-8611. You can call that at any time, or you can send an email to the office and schedule a consultation via email even. So
the email that you can, you can write me and I'll put you in touch with people. Here's my email. Dustin's is D Baxter. I'm C Kuck. Pretty simple stuff. We'd love to have you. We'll get you taken care of, Kirsty. Okay. Britt Simon is a great guy. I agree. He really is a great guy. And a delightful British accent. ¿Cuál será el futuro para quienes tenemos asilo político con más de 5 años? Well, no sé. particulares, si pase la propuesta, recibirá la residencia. Okay. Eso es. Si no pasa la propuesta, tendrá que seguir con su asilo. Pero lo que creo, una de las otras cosas que creo que va a pasar políticamente es que Biden pronto, cuando tiene un abogado fiscal y un director de seguridad nacional, es que van a reinstituir el proceso de Obama en administrativamente cerrar los casos de inmigración. Has James McHenry been fired yet, Dustin?
I was hoping he would announce that in his inaugural speech, but
McHenry actually, can you believe it? He put out a memo today saying that you shouldn't question the independent judgments of immigration judges and the board because they're completely fair. Whatever. You really, James, I don't know what happened to you, dude, but man, you sold your soul. You did. Really, it's incredibly disappointing what you did, really, these last 4 years. You should be ashamed of yourself. You really should. I don't know if Dustin shares that. He's nice. He's nicer than I am.
I didn't like him even before the last 4 years, so. Yeah.
The country caps going away. Khalid, I think they're going away if this bill passes. But what we're going to try to do is do it in a way that there's no negative effect on any countries, whether it be family-based or employment-based. And I think that's pretty much where we are. I think we're in a better shape than we've ever been on getting this fixed. Skilled immigrants. No, it's not going to be 100. No. That's skilled immigrants. In fact, they're going to increase the cap for unskilled immigrants from 10 to 40. So they're going to be adding more immigrant visas for employment-based cases. So that's 10,000 more visas for skilled workers. So no, James, you're good. Don't worry about that. And keep in mind, James, we're going to be there. I mean, I'm on top of this like a fly on a proverbial stack of poop. All right. That's an American colloquialism. Is it possible to press the president's administration to begin to? Well, Elizabeth, we are doing that. Remember, they haven't even gone to the White House yet. They don't have anybody in office. So this is time. And I promise you, one of the things we're fighting for in Enunciado is to make sure that it's why we filed in October, all 55,000 visas are used, whether they can get it done by September or later. That is something we're fighting for.
People think this is like Avengers Infinity Wars, where Iron Man gets the glove and then he snaps his finger and all the bad guys are gone. It doesn't quite happen just like that.
I thought Hulk snapped his fingers.
No, it was Iron Man. Hate to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen it.
Hulk wasn't strong enough.
No.
You needed an Iron Man. Okay. Mi mamá tiene 10 años, más de 10 años con solo permiso. Si hay reforma, sí, Evelyn, ella se calificaría. Qué día gozoso de hablar de cosas afirmativas que van a seguir adelante. Looks like Gerardo Oriana Sari gave you an angry face too, Dustin. I don't know who that is either. But I don't know what he's angry about. What is the bill regarding employment-based? I already talked about that. God bless you. I want to tell you, Hassan, God has blessed me. That's why I can help him help you. All right. Oh, whoa. All right. Rebecca, great to see you. Simon, here's a shout out to Britt Simon for your efforts. We've got La Ley de los 10 años. ¿Qué pasó, Dustin? ¿Hay una cosa como la Ley de los 10 años?
No, eso es un mito propuesto por ciertos abogados chuecos que andaba buscando cómo estafar a la gente, pero la supuesta ley de 10 años se trata de algo que se llama cancelación de deportación. La cancelación de deportación es una defensa en contra de la deportación para personas que están teniendo que ir a audiencias ante la Corte de Inmigración. Y la ley de 10 años no ha cambiado. O sea, siempre va a seguir siendo una defensa en contra de la deportación para las personas que no califican para la reforma.
No, la cosa buena, Dustin, en la propuesta de Biden es en un cambio a la cancelación de deportación, reduciendo los años y dando discreción sin comprobar dureza extraordinaria. Sí, por los que no califican por la legalización. How many years will it take for green card backlogs in EB category? I already answered that question. Hola, abogado.
Over and over again if you don't answer it right away.
Que no tengo orden de deportación, pero está ilegal. indocumentado. Personas no son ilegales, cosas son ilegales. Sin asilo puede estar protegido por eso. Sí, ¿quién sí? Eres protegida. Hiciste la pregunta antes, no hay que rehacerlo. Sam already answered that question. Go back and listen to it. News about DACA, already answered that. Already answered 2021. Final bill should be out today. ¿Qué pasa si fue deportado el tiempo de Trump y regreso para sus hijos? Yo creo que van a ser protegidos bajo la propuesta. What is the bill? I already talked about. Hassan, don't ask questions more than once. Dustin, mine just jump forward again.
Yeah, I'm completely lost here, but everybody keeps asking the same question like 10 times if we don't answer it within the first 2 seconds.
Remember, we'll get to it. What do we know about public charge will go away? Tyler, the easiest way for Trump, as I talked about earlier, for Biden to get rid of Trump's public charge is actually, he can't do it by executive order because it's a regulation. So the easiest way is actually in the courts. And right now there are 2 courts that have found that the regulation is illegal. But the stays that the court stopped it, because it's not a final decision, the stay was overridden by the Supreme Court. So all Biden has to do is tell his attorney general, when he gets one, to tell that court, hey, look, we agree with the decision. So we will enter a final judgment, and it's done. And then it goes away. That's going to take probably a few weeks, if not a couple months. All right. Let's see. Any thoughts on the lack of F1 OPT updates? Marco, we're probably going to start a lawsuit here next week on this. So, Marco, I need you to email me. If you're interested in and delayed from getting your OPT and want to be part of the lawsuit, email me and we'll get you the details. All right? We'll get you the details. Let's see. Mr. Kuck, approve that. No, it will not. I don't think so. When did the K1 start up again? Charlotte, I don't know if I answered that already, Charlotte. K1s are starting up now for our plaintiffs. If you're not a plaintiff, we'll do individual lawsuits. Mirta McHenry, I hope you're not related to James McHenry. Really, he sold his soul for his job. Me hice pasar por ciudadanía hace 2 años atrás. Habrá posibilidad de arreglar mis papeles.
So she has a bar for false.
Permanent bar. Es una buena pregunta. Este detalle no sé. No sé. Cuando viene la propuesta, vamos a hablar de esto. Okay. Good question. Buena pregunta. Can you explain what the bill about temporal visa for immigrants until they get the green card? Yes, my race. There will be. There used to be a thing called a D visa, that allowed people to wait in the United States back in 2000. They're going to bring that back. So basically, if you can show an approval notice and there's a waiting line, they go to the embassy, they'll get a temporary visa, come in and get a work permit. Wait here. Abogados, este DED para venezolanos no los imposibilita para ser elegibles. Luego la posibilidad. Yeah, no. I mean, no tiene ningún efecto en esto.
No.
All right. Stuck at NBC. Well, anything can help with the backlog. Well, you're only stuck at the NBC, Arnold, because the consulates aren't interviewing people. Consulates have to open. That's very COVID dependent. I mean, no court can force the consulates to see people. Okay, they can tell them to do stuff, but they can't force them to open wholesale. So that's why suing them is what you have to do. If government lawyers change the case, we'll be like, well, Burke, then they'll issue all the visas. So, and we're going to be asking for that too. All right. Greg expects people will be sent before February. Well, Greg. I want to say Greg's more of an optimist than me, but he's not. Greg is usually more pessimistic than me. But I just don't think it's going to get done that fast. ¿Cuándo sabremos el procedimiento para tener permiso? Kelsey, probablemente 2 o 3 semanas. Algo así. What do you do about COVID mandatory? Vaccine is not enough in my country as a priority. I am not a priority. I don't know, Oslam. Ask me that question when it becomes mandatory. How long will it take to pass a bill? Ravi, these things, this is not the COVID bill, so it's not going to happen in a week. I would guess we'll probably be looking at passage, if it's going to pass, summertime. El verano. I mean, la propuesta probablemente en el verano. Will country caps be removed? Yes, they will. For the family-based F1, F2B that are in country right now, overstay steps more than a decade, they need to present a waiver to leave the country. Well, that's a good question. I don't know the exact answer to that question. My guess is that you would be able to pay a fine and do it. But I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question yet.
I like how Marcio put that little warning sign at the beginning, so it really draws your attention and make sure to get.
How do you get a warning sign? I don't even know how to do that. That's actually pretty cool. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. Will country caps be removed? I already asked that question. How long will it take to pass the bill? I already answered that question. Is it possible to the new government was affected? Remember, it's the same government lawyers. They'll be the same lawyers. They'll just have different bosses. So yeah, we'll be fine on this. How many months will we wait for justice to be served? I'm sorry, Isa. We're doing the best we can. This is how justice works in America, which is way faster than most countries, by the way. Abogado, este, DED, para no los imposibilidades.
Eso también.
We've answered that question. Si pasa la ley, ¿qué hicieron pasar como ciudadano? We already answered that question. Okay.
And Mirta wants to qualify, or she wants to make sure you understand that no, she's not related to James McHenry.
All right. Dustin, we're going to end up here. A couple more questions. Can the new Department of State visa team be more logical visa bulletin? Yeah, Sammy, I think we're going to get back to regular jobs at the visa bulletin. I think that's probably going to happen. I do not become current. Is there any chance you're interested in the lawsuit for a visa interview? I don't know, Enko. If you're talking about the DV lottery, we have plenty of plaintiffs that are not current. Let's see. Last one here. I was deported in 2013. My work permit expired. I have all my family in the U.S. I'll be able to go back. Well, Mike, not under the rules that I read, but after 10 years, you'd be able to come back if that bar still exists. Again, they're talking about eliminating these bars and making it possible to come back. So, Mike, you just pray that we get this done. All right. Dustin, gracias, man.
A ti.
Now, ¿cuándo se va la barba? When is the barba going away?
Después de los 4 años de la presidencia de Biden.
Oh, I hope not, man. Ojalá que no. Será totalmente gris en ese entonces.
When James McHenry is fired, I'll shave.
That'll be a good day. I'm going to see if I can make that happen tomorrow. Again, if you want to consult with us, you can pay for an in-person or a video one. If you want it on the phone, it's free. We can set them up quickly. Happy to help you. We want to get as much information out there so people can make really good decisions. Gracias a todos. Thank you, everybody. Have a great week. Have a great day, a great celebration. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll see you Friday.